Listen up, because in 20 days, these files might change everything. Save this video right now, just so you remember, or just in case this video gets taken down. Because Epstein files just revealed why we attacked Venezuela, Greenland, and soon Iran. I just realized people could probably make millions with this, so pay attention. One of the files talk about a Western Asset Reserve, with a launch date of January 20th, 2026, with their official announcement the end of February. It also says alignment from DJT and BlackRock in place. Now look at this article posted on 4chan 4 months ago. It lines up perfectly with everything said in the email. BlackRock Western Asset Reserve, and it says it's tied to a coin called WAR that'll be launched on USD1, Trump's cryptocurrency. Now if you dig a little deeper, you notice that BlackRock's official wallet holds a huge amount of WAR. And then I found out that the Trump team also holds a huge amount. In the email, it stated that this coin was supposed to launch January 20th, which is the exact date this coin launched. They're predicting that on February 4th, Trump is supposed to announce this coin. At this current market cap, this can 100 to 1,000x by the time Trump even announces it in 20 days. For instance, with 1,000, it'll turn into $100,000. Now this is not financial advice, but if you want the contact address, comment WAR and I'll send the right one to you, just so you don't accidentally buy the wrong one.
Welcome to Epstein Island, also known as Little St. James, a private paradise in the Virgin Islands, but also ground zero for one of the darkest scandals in modern history. Epstein purchased the island in 1998 for an estimated $7 to $8 million. He later also bought a neighboring island, Great St. James, in 2016. Island is about 70 to 78 acres and was heavily developed by Epstein, a large main residence, multiple guest villas, a dock capable of hosting yachts, helicopter landing areas, surveillance systems, a controversial blue and white temple gold dome. The staff, forced to sign strict NDAs. Girls as young as 12 were allegedly brought in and silenced. They manipulated vulnerable girls, promised money, modeling careers, and then trapped them. In May 2023, billionaire Stephen Dekoff, under his firm SD Investments, announced the acquisition of the Great St. James and Little St. James Islands for $60 million. In 2023, proceeds were directed towards settling claims with victims.
The files use words the FBI warns about. I'm going to go through a few emails with the example of pizza, meaning girl. This one says, Feeny asking about a pizza party this weekend. Here's another one. Hi, Ben. Great game today. Wanted to go check and see if you might be available for a pizza party next Saturday after the friendly Darien game we're having. It's been difficult trying to find a time most people are available to participate, but it seems next Saturday is the best for most. Thanks. Another example. How was the pizza party? Totally loved it. Pizza party was great. We had a lot of fun. Stayed late. We all slept in yesterday morning. Your night was good? Grown adults do not get this excited about pizza parties. And this is only a drop in the bucket of the hundreds and hundreds of mentions of pizza parties Jeffrey Epstein has. There are in those files.
So you mean to tell me Epstein is alive? Okay, well, anonymous person made a report in 2019 that worked at this jail, and it was included in the file. So somebody saw him get wheeled out. They pretty much opened the gate, which they never do on weekends, and they took a trip van out. The trip van never signed in. None of the nurses ever spoke to Epstein, ever, who apparently, usually are the ones who mark people as deceased. So none of this really adds up. I watched this documentary and I instantly thought, okay, he's not dead. Like, they talk about in the documentary so many times, and they just reinforce over and over again how freely he could move around and how much privilege he had while he was in jail. He would get sentences for like a year and a half for the of multiple people, where he was allowed to leave whenever he wanted, take visitors whenever he wanted. He would just kind of like have to spend the night there. It was just like a shitty hotel. So yeah, he quote unquote died with $500 billion. So it's like, of course, with that net worth, you could pay whoever you need to and create generational wealth for them. So give them enough to shut up about whatever it is you're trying to do. Do you guys agree? I think there's no doubt that he's still alive. This isn't even a question. But yeah, so I really looked at this thoroughly, and you guys should too. It's not looking good. He's alive. The guy's here somewhere. I don't know where, but probably not in America, but I don't know where he's at, but he's alive.
They only released them files because 9 times out of 10, we probably finna go to war. Because there was no point to release 3 million pages worth of files and no arrest has been made yet. Like, not one. 3 million pages of evidence and not one. Not one impeachment. And please stop getting on the internet and talk about some, well, I don't know why y'all think Donald Trump is going to be arrested. He's the one that agreed to have them released. He fought for months against federal judges to not have that shit released. Y'all acting like he woke up one day and was just like, 1, 2, 3, release. Get the fuck on. All this information incriminating all these folks is just out here free for the internet to read. And them folks is kicked up, feet up at the lake house. Just bulling out, relaxing. Like, what the fuck? And we already know that if it's a war that's finna take place up in this country, 9 times out of 10, it's about to be a civil war because of ICE. I know y'all been seeing where the cartel has now been fighting ICE. They've been targeting ICE agents. I'm not gonna say if I support that or not, but I'm not gonna say that I want them to stop. And that's the message that we need to get across. Everybody that's in the streets, you in the streets, you in the gang, please, y'all be sitting up there looking like you in the army anyways. It is time.
So people want to know why Jay-Z was in the Epstein files. Well, it was said that he was present with Harvey Weinstein, who was a good friend of his, by the way, and Jeffrey Epstein when a victim was abducted. Now, many people were like, Jay-Z's not friends with Harvey Weinstein, wasn't friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Just because he's in a couple pictures, that doesn't mean anything. Well, let's hear what Harvey Weinstein said himself.
In your thoughts on Donald Trump and what it means for mass incarceration.
You know what? This is a labor of love for Jay, and as a result, he's my friend. We're here to talk about that and nothing else.
Well, then, can I ask about mass incarceration? And do you think the movement?
However, it's not just Jay-Z though. A lot of people was Harvey Weinstein's friend and said he was a good guy.
Start by thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day. Harvey. This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being, a good friend, and just a powerhouse. And the fact that he and his team took the time to make this happen for all of you should say something not about me or about this place, but about you.
So Michelle Obama said that Harvey Weinstein was an amazing human being. Now this man's in jail for abusing his power when it came to women, sleeping with women for different roles. Now I'm not saying Michelle knew anything about anything. We don't really know that to be true or false. But I do want you to see the bias in this. If that was Trump saying that Harvey Weinstein was an amazing human being, you guys would go ham on him. However, Jay-Z is definitely in some secretive nonsense, some satanic occult nonsense. And we can go down the line from what he puts in his verses to what he wears to see that. However, it's all coming out. These people think that they're God, but God is going to show them who's God. Just watch.
I think I'm starting to understand why the DOJ has removed everyone's ability to download any of the Epstein files and are also actively removing documents from their website as we speak, because in less than a week from dropping this new set of documents, 3 different countries have announced that they are launching investigations into the Epstein files. Lithuania, Poland, and Turkey have all launched general investigations into the Epstein files because cumulatively they have been mentioned over 5,000 times. The UK is individually investigating Lord Mandelson after he resigned because he's tied to the Epstein files, and they're worried that he was giving confidential government information to Epstein. The US is going through a lot right now, and I don't think the general population is planning to mobilize over these files, at least right now. So I don't think the DOJ is removing these documents because the public is learning too much. I think they're removing them because they know that other countries will do something about it.